I've got a new 1 acre property right outside of Chelan, Washington, in the Lake Chelan area. This is a really fun property I'm going to bring out with you today. It offers a really affordable opportunity to get your foot in the door in this market. In the video, I'm going to talk about common questions, FAQs, and talk a little bit more in detail about this property. I'll pull up maps, satellite imagery, Google Earth, and all that good stuff to help you understand the property, the dimensions, and all that good stuff. So just kicking this video off with a quick disclaimer. This isn't legal advice. It's not real estate advice. I'm simply sharing my thoughts and opinions on this property here with you today through my own due diligence and my 10 plus years of experience in the land industry. So kicking this off, again, my name is McLaughlin here at Wilco Land. What we do is we specialize in land. That's our specialty and that's our niche. And I've been out to this property probably half a dozen times myself. There's power right there at the main road. It's got great maintained road access off Columbia Bluffs Road. So everything checks out. This thing's ready to start using this summer. It's going to provide a really cool little oasis next to Lake Chelan without getting that Lake Chelan price tag. The drive into Chelan and Lake Chelan is through McNeil Canyon, so it's a really scenic drive going out there as well. I'll show you exactly where this property is located here on a map. So if we zoom in right here, Columbia River, right? This is McNeil Canyon coming up through here. This is Chelan, Lake Chelan. You've got the Metho Valley up here, Twisp. You've got Wenatchee down here. So this gives you an idea of where we're at. We're actually located right on the county line. This is in the Douglas County side. It's actually a pretty good thing. It doesn't come with all the red tape that one might get on the Chelan side, right? So it straddles the Chelan and Douglas County line, and this is technically on the Douglas County side. So let me show you guys what the access to Chelan looks like. And you will see it's a hop, skip, and a jump. It's less than 30 minutes away. This drive is really scenic, you guys. I stay in Chelan when I go look at this property. And like I said, I've been out here half a dozen times. I'm working on another land project out here too. And so, like I said, been out here quite a bit. The property's flat, really usable. It's going to be a place you can park a camper, build a house, put a manufactured home, something like that, right? So this drive is really scenic. You go through McNeil Canyon and everything. So it is a really pretty drive out here too. Like I said, you're a hop, skip, and a jump down into Chelan, into this marketplace. So I think one of the big selling points on this property is it does offer a base camp to basically get your foot in the door of this market in a really cool area. This part of the country, let's pull it up here on Google Earth. If you go east of this property, it turns into kind of like wasteland. The market really cools off the further east you go, but this is right in this cool little pocket where you're in these bluffs. Like I said, this is McNeil Canyon coming through here. It's 3,100 feet elevation gain through McNeil Canyon. You cross over the BB Bridge down here, and then you're into Chelan. So like I said, it's a really a scenic drive down into this area. And these are kind of some under the radar hidden gem properties that offer you access to the North Cascades, to Wenatchee, to the Metho Valley, Twisp, Leavenworth, Chelan. This is a really cool, base point at half the price tag you're going to get in those other markets further west. And you're right here on the border of where things start to change. You go further east, you're really in a market that offers a better price per acre. You go further west and you're going to see 1 acre lots listed for $100,000. So I think we're right in a perfect location, offering a really affordable opportunity to get your foot in the door in this market. To me, the target audience is going to be somebody, like I said, a turnaround here on the road would be really cool. A camper site, maybe a storage container, a manufactured home or small home out here. This property is over an acre in size, and it's got a lot of space too. So let's look at one of the wider sections here. It's 150 feet, if not more, 160 feet across. I mean, that's a lot of space on a piece of land. Let's look at the yardage to give you a visual. This is half a football field right here, and that's not even the widest point of the property. Let's go down here. You're looking at 70 yards across from the property, right? So this property is going to offer somebody a ton of space. And then going this way too, you've got 85 yards. So, you're almost to a football field in width at the widest spot. There's going to be somebody that does something with this property, especially with this price tag. So if it is something you're interested in, I think our photos do a really good job of depicting what we're selling. I've got this one pulled up showing the property outlined here the best we can. The views from this property, you can see them from the ground. They're panoramic views of the North Cascades. You can even see the enchantments from out here. So, and then again, you're kind of in this cutoff of where all the trees are, the topography, the canyons, the views, all that good stuff. You're right on the cusp of it. So it really does come with a pretty cool location in a property. You don't have a lot of neighbors out here. You're looking at small acreages out here. People are on solar, they're on tiny homes. This property does come with power at the road. So that's actually a pretty cool thing. Let's show you a picture of that here. So this is a ground level photo. Like I said, the views are awesome. All around you is actually farmland. So I pulled it up right here. You can see we've walked it. This is all farmland. Like nobody's building behind you. So you don't have any neighbors. We own the property across the road, this 36 acre right here. So if you're interested in more land, we own that as well. And what I'm doing is I'm creating some 20 acre parcels down here as well, just to give you a little sneak peek of what we're doing. But yeah, I mean, this acre is ready to start using. When you guys go view it, for those who want to visit the property, you can go on your own. All you need to do is take these GPS coordinates right outside of our website. So copy and paste these coordinates right into my favorite app, Onyx Maps, or you can just put them on Google Earth and you should be able to drive right up to the property and kind of visualize it from there. We talked about the width of the property right here. You can kind of see that pasture is overlapping on our land. You can see this rock feature. You can even do these measurements, right? So from this rock feature on the property all the way down here, it's about 18 yards. You can walk that to identify that property marker. It's pretty obvious when you're out there. The other obvious natural feature in the landscape is going to be this cool rock formation. That's really big when you're out there. That's about, let me look at this. That's going to be roughly, just a few 5 yards off the property line. So keep that in mind. Our property is just 5 yards within that. And then the property does come all the way up to this little cluster of rocks up here in the corner. So if you are going to go view it on your own, just keep that in mind. I love using natural features in the landscape to help identify the property. It's a lot bigger than you would think in person. Like I said, it's a full acre of land, almost a full football field across in the largest section. So that's going to offer a lot of buildable space for somebody. The next thing I want to talk about in this video is utilities. I mentioned power is right there at site. I took a photo of it here in the pictures too. Power is not going to be an issue. You're going to be able to run power. That's why I think a really good opportunity might be like just a camper site for somebody. You don't necessarily need a full-on build right away, but you could do kind of a circular driveway and bring your boat out here, bring your camper out here, lay some gravel down, have a place to park your toys. You could maybe do a shop out here, some sort of barn dominium, something of that nature, even a small home. Like I said, you're in this market. You're right next to Lake Chelan. You're in a really cool part of Douglas County here along the Columbia River. So if you're looking for access to this area, there's not a lot of better deals out here. This property comes ready to use. It's flat, and there's going to be a lot of opportunity for somebody to use a property like this down the road. So give us a call if it's something you're interested in. I had mentioned we do own the 36 acre across the road if that's something you're into too. That's listed on our website right here as well. Whether you're looking in Washington, other parts of the country, get with us. We've got a lot of land deals on the website right now. You can reach us here at 605-299-5553. Thanks for tuning in.